Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager 2020. If you remember, we had a game going with Manchester United. I decided to start a new game. One, I've been away for quite a while. Two, I've been playing quite a bit off camera. And three, I kind of downloaded some packs and things like that, although weirdly not Burnley. I downloaded all the logos. Oh no, that is Burnley's, it just looks fake. Sorry Burnley fans, it does look a bit fake though. Yeah, I downloaded the like icons and we got them for the leagues as well and all this type of stuff. I think we had the championship, we've also got like Spain, Italy, France, all that malarkey as well. We'll go with Man United again because I quite liked that that game, and I quite liked the idea of trying to do something like that. And as you know, we're probably not going to have a 8-season long odyssey bringing a team up through the leagues because that would take so long. Starting with a good team with a high expectation is quite good, I think. So we've got a lot of leagues here. Do we need the Turkish, the Swiss? We could just speed things up a little bit, really. Probably don't need the Danish either. We've got the main ones, haven't we? So Spain, Portugal, Italy, German, Dutch, French, and obviously English. Yeah, that'll do. 49,000. Let's start the game up. Yeah, so starting as Man United, obviously our expectations are going to be pretty high. I think we've pretty much got to finish top 4 to keep our job, which it's tough. The Premier League's a tough league. What I'm kind of aiming to do with this series, I think, is maybe do like one video a week, and then we can also chat about the week's football as well. So obviously I had been doing a kind of fantasy football one where we just rambled about stuff going in football in the league and talked about the games and stuff, but I figured I'd kind of combine that into this on there as well, though I may do a little bit of fantasy football every now and then. We'll see what kind of happens, really. Yeah, but yeah, I'm quite happy to be back in Football Manager. It's a really fun game. As I say, I've been playing I think I'm into a 4th season now on my Crystal Palace game. Been doing well. I haven't won anything yet. I will point that out. But I've been finishing in the top 4, so that's an achievement. I think I'm top of the league at the minute, but Man United, if manager, just weirdly they're not good. Mason Greenwood becomes phenomenal. Basically, we'll use his profile. That's fine. That's all fine. Doesn't matter so much, I think, all this type of stuff when you're a big club. So, Man United today confirmed the appointment of Phil Heslop as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football with the appointment of the 37-year-old, who has recently spent time away from club football, and he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Old Trafford. Heslop put pen to paper on a 2-year deal worth 130 grand a week. I wish. He replaces previous manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So we obviously know Man United are a big side. They've won a lot in their history. They've got a great ground, state-of-the-art training facilities. They have everything set up, and they have a good side. In reality, we'll kind of go through and have a look at who we want to keep and who we don't. But to the vision, they want to play entertaining football. They want to play develop players using the club's youth system. Other than that, everything's pretty standard. As I said, they want to qualify for the Champions League. That's a requirement. Increase commercial revenue, work within the wage budget, they're kind of standards. And then within kind of a couple of seasons, they want to win the Premier League title. So there's a challenge there. So we'll do the press conference. I don't want to do the friendly, though. And yeah, we'll do the rest of that. We'll save that up. There we go. Yeah, so I want to... the reason why I wanted to do the Man United kind of playthrough was because Man United are obviously a huge side. Not the biggest club in the world anymore. It's probably Barcelona or Real Madrid, because they've had too many seasons without any silverware, really. but they are clearly a big club. They've got some very good players. This season, obviously, and for the last few seasons, they haven't been performing well. They've had Ole Gunnar, well, they have still got Ole Gunnar at the helm in real life. And, you know, we're coming off the back of them just losing 2-0 to Liverpool in a game where, while it was 1-0 for a long time, you know, and 1-0 is not a safe game, you never really felt like Man United were going to get anything out of the game. That's the kind of the sadness of it, is they don't look like a good football team at the minute. I think they have some very good players, but those players are not performing to the level they can. And I think comes down to the club setup. Yeah, I'm not just going to blame and say, oh, it's just Ollie. But it's coaches, manager, recruitment, scouts, you know, the higher up people, everyone, really. So yeah, we have a transfer budget of 100 million. That's a lot of money, but in reality, that doesn't get you too much if you have to completely rebuild your team. The question is kind of how do we want to play? So, you know, picking your side. Now, they're saying here, we're the ones with the little ticks that are kind of most suited. So fluid counter-attack, direct counter-attack, tiki-taka. Now, in real life, Man United play counter-attacking. It's kind of all they can do. And they tend to do better against bigger sides because they counter-attack, and then the smaller sides just don't, you know, they don't leave that space at the back for them to counter in. So in reality, Man United have got to play a different style because it's not working. They've got to be able to dominate the smaller teams and the bigger teams, and they can't dominate anyone at the minute. So I would probably like to play something like, I've always liked the vertical tiki-taka. I think it's quick, entertaining. I think it would fit well with the players they've got. So it's a quick passing style of possession and movement with a narrower, more direct approach than the standard tiki-taka. It's tiki-taka places the emphasis on short passing, extreme pressing and movement, waiting for space to open up opponents to lose focus, an extreme variant of the control possession style. His control. Control's a little bit boring though, isn't it really? Gegenpressing relies on every player in the team working hard and above all else being fit and mobile enough to press opposition immediately after losing the ball. Maybe we should try with a little bit of gegenpressing. Beat Klopp at his own game. Let's try it. I'm thinking this is our kind of preferred style, 4-1-4-1. Let's see who we've got to play in these roles. I think we've got good players out here, so we could definitely play like Rashford. The right, we need someone. Box to box, we've got Pogba, McTominay. Yeah, not much going on there. Matic, it's not ideal, is it? Here, well, yeah, sure, would do well. I think Wan-Bissaka would do well there. We've got Maguire, definitely. And a bit of Lindelof as well. And then we've got De Gea. So, not ideal. And then up front, yeah, see, that's the problem up front. We don't really have the pressing forward. It does leave us with a lot of roles, that does, doesn't it? Which we are not great at filling. I mean, Pogba definitely can play the box-to-box there. He is a good box-to-box midfielder. He's definitely got the pace, strength, stamina and all that to do that. So I think we can play him there. And then, yeah, it's just a case of where we play everyone else. Greenwood, he's not really a pressing forward, is he? He's a very good forward, though, I will say that much. Okay. So, squad depth-wise, Lingard, yeah, not a fan of Lingard, to be honest with you. Don't feel he is that good. Okay, so we kind of know what we've got to pick up, really. We need somebody on the right. We're looking for a striker. I could use Martial in that role, or potentially Rashford, potentially Greenwood. They're not ideal in that role, but we could go for that. We need a Carriello. The Carriello role is a supporting role more often than not utilised as part of a midfield three or as two central midfielders in the diamond midfield. It is the job of these shuttlers to cover lateral area of the pitch and link defensive midfield areas with the attacking midfield area. This is what separates the Carriellos from a box-to-box midfielder, as they are not expected to shuttle between boxes merely between lines of midfield, whereas the box-to-box gets up and down. Deep line playmaker is a very important role. Fred can't play there. He can play a little bit actually. He'll be a good backup actually. Yeah, he'll be a decent backup actually. So that's quite good. Okay. I don't really want to play around with the defence too much at the minute because you can get some good defenders at good cheap prices, but I do feel that what we've got is good enough at the minute, and maybe we need to focus a little bit on midfield and attack there. So I always love dipping into the football, into the market. You're not needed, Victor Fisher. I'll add you to my shortlist and scout you anyway. We've probably got more than enough scouts. Van der Beek, can you play as a Carriello? No, but you can play as a box-to-box. He's going to be very expensive though, to be fair. Sanderberg. No, in reality we're looking for people who are good enough right now to actually, you know, jump in the team and work from there really, because Man United definitely need some support, some good players. Looking at these guys, see if there's anybody with a high current ability. Justin Kluivert's pretty decent. James Rodriguez, don't think he'd be what we want. Max Harris is decent, but English players are so expensive. Christophe Ager is a very, very good player. I have actually used him in other ones, and he actually, I think, would be very good. Let's see how much we can get him for, because I think we could get him for about 15 million. Let's just go for like 12.5 and then add in some clauses. So after, say, 10 games, after 10 goals, and after probably winning the Premier League, let's give them a mil for that. Let's give them a mil for that, and then 500k for that, and then we'll give them a 15% profit next sale. 29 mil, they're saying. I think we could get this down. We said 15, 26, 19.5. Okay, let's go 20 and make that bid. Put some pressure on. He's young, he's very good. Yarmolenko. Well, we'll scout these guys, but I don't know. These guys, alright. Weirdly. Never heard of him before, Raul Ruidas. He's alright though, actually. Very good dribbler. How much they're saying he would go for? 8.5 to 7.5. And he'd be better than Rashford, technically. But as an advanced forward, rather. Yeah. Not really a pressing forward, is he? Jota. Nathan Ake is so expensive, though. Max Meyer, Junior. Yeah, these guys are so expensive. Like, really, we need like 4 or 5 £20 million players. So we want someone who can play as a pressing forward. Who have we got? Yusuf Poulsen. Very athletic. Not a great finisher, but very, very athletic. Also terrible passer. Not sure he would be ideal. Alfredo Morelos. There's a guy, very aggressive, attacking. Might be a shout. Could be about 20 million. Would be interesting, wouldn't it? Seeing him up front for Man United. Bit of bit of aggression there, bit of bite in the attack. Thinking who else we've got. So the keys for a pressing forward would be I guess like the work rate, aggression, stamina, strength. So let's kind of add those in. Aggression, work rate, stamina, strength at 15. See what that cuts down to. Oh, yeah, it does cut down quite a lot. Sase Jovinic, who plays in amateur league, is 32-year-old, playing in Finland. Don't think he's quite right to lead the line at Man United. Who else have we got? We've got another Colombian there, John Cordoba. Again, very very similar to Yusuf Poulsen, very athletic kind of player. Don't know if we would get a work permit for him. Yeah, he hasn't played for the national team. Don't think we would. Spanish. Yeah, probably not. Poulsen is wanted by Borussia Dortmund, eh? I mean, he is, you know, he has got a lot of the right attributes. I worry about his kind of finishing and passing, though. But from that respect, Morelos is 23 as well, so I think he would be a lot better at that. Okay, there's some options there. We want somebody who can play as a Carriello. I don't know what you need as the main kind of things there. So your kind of passing technique, stamina, work rate. Where are we? Passing, work rate, stamina, technique. Great, this is going well. Yeah, not many people around. Not many people around who are going to be able to play that role. So we might have to change it to maybe something like a ball-winning midfielder. I think if we go ball-winning midfielder, I think McTominay, yeah, he plays that role. So we've got him. So maybe we don't necessarily need that. We definitely need the right winger though, don't we? Right inside forward. And for that, I'm going to guess we need like passing, acceleration, pace, dribbling. Bernardeschi. Good player, 25. 46 million for him. He's a good player, but I mean, 46 million is a lot of money. Who else? Tolvin of... He used to play for Newcastle, didn't he? Yeah. Weird. Looks pretty good now, though, to be fair, at 26. Januzaj. And this guy. This Russian. Okay. Who else we got? Minamino. There we go. The guy who signed recently for Liverpool. The Japanese like wide forward. Suso. Jared Bowen. Don't think so. I mean, he's a right goer. We could scout him, I guess. Is that Hatem Ben Arfa down there on a free? Hatem Ben Arfa on a free. Play inside forward. Would that be the worst shout? I mean, his work rate's terrible, so it probably would be. But, he's a good player. Very kind of... We'll scout him. He's very, like, hit and miss, isn't he? He'll have a really good game, and then he'll have a terrible game. Domenico Berardi. Now, there's an interesting one. Actually, could be quite good. Berardi, Bernard Traoré, sorry, Bertrand Traoré, that's a different player. 29-year-old Moroccan, no, I don't think so. Don't think so. I'm tempted by Bernardeschi, but the problem is, he's so bloody expensive. I'd pay 30 million for this guy. Maybe we should just make that offer. Let's make that offer. See if they bite. Suso's very good. Don't think we're going to get him anywhere less than about 80 million though, so don't think that's going to happen. He looks averagely alright, doesn't he? 29-year-old though. More keen on getting slightly younger players. You get a bit more for your money than Juanpi. Can scout him, see how good he is. Yeah, I think that deep line playmaker we're all right on. What about Metzala? Actually, what I always like to do is just have a look and see who's on the transfer list, because you can often get a pretty good bargain there. Someone. We've got Douglas Costa here, who can play as an inside forward. How much do they want for him? 54. He's good, but he's 28. I'm not paying 58 million for a 28-year-old. Cuadrado, he is definitely more of a winger. Wow, Juventus are really trying to flog off some guys. They're still called Zebra, even though they have the badge. I haven't got around to changing that, unfortunately. But you know, I mean, they have the badge now. For God's sake, it should be fairly obvious. Pastore, Lucas Lieva. There's not a huge amount there. Thelo Carrera. I've actually used him a few times, and he's actually been pretty decent. He's on high money, but 4.6. That is a bargain. He's a decent ball-playing defender, and I think at 4.6 we can afford to buy a defender like that. And yeah, Candreva, that's an interesting one. More of a winger, but can play inside forward. Pretty decent, not especially quick. How's his kind of work rate and aggression? Not bad. We could potentially something there. He's very old, but if we can get a good season out of him. This guy looks pretty decent as well. 3 million. Do we need another left back? Yeah, why not? Just buy all of Paris Saint-Germain's like old, players they don't want anymore. See, I've always felt, this is my advice, like if you're starting Football Manager, is if you're starting with a team, especially in the Premier League, who's a lower end team, you're not going to have the money to go out there and buy all the strikers. Start with a formation with 5 at the back, because then defenders are cheap. You can build on that, build on your defence, and everything else will kind of come. I've always liked this guy as a kind of wing back support. I know we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but it's good to have backup. I don't think we have very good backup if we look at squad depth. So the back here we have Ashley Young, who, I'm sorry, he's not good enough, and Ashley Young. So there's definite backup needed there. We do have some defenders, and I might look to offload some of those. But that's not a bad shout, those 3 defenders there, to come in and just strengthen the side. Midfield definitely needs some players. Like central midfield, who have we got who could just bolster the ranks? Victor Wanyama, very aggressive, I guess. He would be good at a good pressing style, but 18 million I feel like is overpriced, even though he's on the transfer list. Ryan Thomas? No. We want people with good aggression, work rate, strength and stamina. And there's one person here. Stefan Ilsanker. I mean, he'll run around for you, won't he? It's not the worst stats in the world. How much do they want for him? 2.7. I mean, I feel like you could do worse. Have him as a kind of backup to McTominay. Okay. We'll accept that current vision. Oh, I should have done training. Completely forgot. I'm trying to kind of rush it a little bit. Get through pre-season. Okay, that's my players training. Well, what I'm going to do is save us faffing around too much. Is definitely offload a lot of the stuff onto our staff. So delegate this to Phelan. Definitely delegate this to Phelan. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Fine. Okay, confirm that. So he'll do all the boring stuff. We actually need a couple of coaches here as well. We definitely need a goalkeeping coach and a fitness coach. So let's just search first for a fitness coach. Obviously we want him to have high fitness rating. See how that goes. And ideally if they're free, that's even better. Felix Ledesma. That's a cool name. Argentinian. What bothers me about this is I can sign this guy no problems. But if I try and sign an Argentinian player, no, you need a work permit. That's what I don't really get. Okay, it's Gavin Benjafield. He's good actually. I like him. Let's go for Gavin Benjafield. Don't want him as a sports scientist, want him as a fitness coach. Yes, good. And he's and I don't have to pay for him. And so I want the fitness coach and I want a goalkeeping coach. Coaching, goalkeeping coach. Just raise this until we get to a point whereby there's not very many people. Ah, I've used this guy before. He's very good. Very good. We will sign him. Yes. And then probably who in our squad do we want to get rid of? Who's on very high wages at the minute and is not very good? Holy shit, 400 grand. What are you doing, Man United? McTominay's only on 35, that's great. Twanzebe's on 76 grand. Oh no, sorry, that's Chris Smalling. Okay, fine, yeah. Twanzebe's on 35. And Wan-Bissaka on 80 grand. Jesus Christ, Man United, what are you doing with your lives? Phil Jones. Phil Jones has got to go. He's not good enough in my opinion. I'll set an asking price of 15 mil. Get rid of him. Juan Mata. I think we can use Juan Mata, but he's very old now, isn't he? Matic is one who's got to go. Milan and West Ham want him. Leicester want him. He's definitely transfer listed. Price, I'll sell him for 10. Okay, Mata can go for 10. No problems. Ashley Young, I feel like he's not good enough, is he? He's 33. Transfer status, I'll take 2.5 mil for him. Try and sell him. Lingard, I guess as backup he's fine. He can play inside forward on the left, but he can't really on the right, so maybe we don't want him. I shouldn't let my real world judgment, Jesse Lingard, cloud my non-real world. He's got great work rate and aggression, and to be fair, if we're going to be playing that sort of style, he could actually be very good. His stamina is really good as well. So he's very fit and athletic, is what we're saying. So actually he might be quite good as a backup, so I don't want to sell him yet. Okay, we'll move on. Yep, we'll confirm this, that's fine. I need to replace Ashley Young as captain, and I'm going to put Pogba as the captain. Ghana, yeah, they've accepted offers. They want Rojo on loan. Yeah, I'll absolutely take that if you're going to pay all his wages. Don't want him. Leon Kazara. Yep. That's 125. Let's get him down to 110. 115. Done. Korea, he's going to want a lot as well. 97. 100. I like nice round numbers. And then mouse sweet, is that? Mouse sweet? Yeah, you got 60. Good. Yep, put him down there then. Andreas Pereira could become slightly better than Fred. Oh, wow, that's an achievement. Could become slightly better than Alexis Sanchez. Okay. Dan James is a good backup, I think, for both sides. Okay. I think we can qualify for the Champions League. Oh God, what have I done? Yeah, sure. You all agree with me. That's a great response. Let's go. Dear oh dear. I mean, the thing to remember, if we're playing gegenpressing, our players are going to be knackered. So we're going to need backup. So while this guy probably wouldn't be good enough to play for us under any circumstances, he might be pretty good for us in here, but I actually don't think he is. 52 is not the greatest, is it? See who else there is. Oh, Lucas Toro I've quite liked. Yeah, he's quite... I've always quite liked him. It's pretty cheap as well, 3 mil. Jack Colback. Now there's a Man United player if ever I've seen one. Jack Colback. I am more looking for backup though, not starting 11 kind of players, just so you know, you're aware. I'm not going crazy. This guy, great stamina, great strength, nothing else. He'll just run and try and tackle, but that's about it. Lucas Notbeck. Okay. Brian Dabo. So, okay. Henry Saviet of Newcastle. Don't think we want to be buying Newcastle cast-offs, really. Nah. Okay. Have we got striking-wise? Wow, no one really. That's pretty poor. Okay. Okay. I just like to click through these, to be fair. You guys don't need to see me do all this. We can just keep going and get to the football matches. Aha! Excellent. Yeah. Definite piece of the puzzle here. This kid looks good. Milik. Can't play as a pressing forward. Don't know how much he's going to cost though. Tammy Abraham. Batshuayi. Mitrovic. Paulson, they're saying no. Or he's getting a 57, which is pretty low. Morella's got a 77 though. Interesting. Yeah, I think he's worth a punt actually. Okay. 17.5 million would be enough to guarantee him. They want 24. Yeah, I can get them to 20. Yeah. Okay. That could be an interesting buy. Now about Baroni, what does he play up front? Not really pressing forward, is he? He does play inside forward though on the right, so he could be decent there. Good aggression. Work rate's not that high, but he is a winger at the end of the day. Not sure we've got wingers with high work rates. Rodrigo. Valencia. 28 though. It's a bit old, isn't it? I like Morelos just because he's just a bit of a shithouse, isn't he? Like he's just a nasty player, and I think maybe Man United need that a little bit. I think that could be a quite good signing for him. Look at that arsehole up front. This guy's not bad. How much they're saying for him? He's a pressing forward as well. 10 to 20. Very fast. Not quite aggressive enough, but he's only 21. Maybe we want to keep an eye on rather than go for now. How about Marega? Very athletic. Terrible at everything else. Yeah. Who have we actually made bids for? So Correa is the central defender. Rojo's going. That's kind of a swap, I guess. Marquee, I think it's pronounced, is a right back. Going to play Ager as a deep line midfielder. Gazawa as a left back. Don't think we're going to go for this guy. We made an offer for Bernadeschi. I think they're going to reject it though. Morelos we've made an offer for. So we do need that inside right. Let's highlight stamina and work rate. See what we've got near the top of the market. Kevin Campbell. Decent enough, but at 28 I'm not going to be paying the type of money they're going to want for him. Oh, this guy again. Tashurkadov. I think we signed him on our last Man Utd thing. We'll have a look at him. He's decent. He's 21. We're able to get him for a decent price. Sabitzer of RB Leipzig. He's an ugly guy, but he could be quite good. Renato Augusto. 31-year-old Brazilian. Always need a good Brazilian. Or Colombian. Okay. A lot of Brazilians here, isn't it? Why don't we have this at the top? Honestly, we're Man United. Let's just go for the best package, shall we? Burnley. Oh yeah, let's spend like 30 million on Andros Townsend, sorry. Andreas. I should know that really, shouldn't I? Supporting the club and everything. Lucas Vasquez looks decent enough, but pretty uninspiring. Yeah. Karen Belabi. 29 though, so sorry, not really going to be going in for 29-year-olds, to be fair. Just going to put my glasses on. Kevin Volland. Pressing forward and an inside forward. Now there's an interesting... bit of a shithouse as well. Good aggression. Great stamina, natural fitness, balance, off the ball, teamwork, work rate. I like him. He could be good. Okay, 85 would earn us enough points. Okay. But the Deshi, they want 46. We're not going to pay that much for him. Yeah, don't really care. We're Man United. We should be able to sign Andreas. Alfredo. Why am I obsessed with the name Andreas all of a sudden? Yeah, thank you, scouting. My attempts to offload Phil Jones have unfortunately ended in failure. Yes, I would have thought so. Everton seem to be interested. Maybe we can drop the price and they'll make a bid. Everton always buys shit players though, don't they? Okay, some folks are interested. Brandon Williams. Yeah, we can let him go. I know in real life he's been playing. We don't have a director of football. Okay. Poor at negotiating though. Frank McParland, who recently directed football Nottingham Forest. I don't think that's a good. This guy recently at Watford, or he is at Watford, sorry. Quinton Fortune. I didn't realise he was on the coaching staff at Man Utd. Let's have a look for a director of football then. There we go. It's a little bit slow sometimes, the game. Yeah, ability player and then negotiating. Isn't it? They're what you want. Luis Campos, I think, was the one that there was a big talk about. Actually, let's try and go for him. Sure. We have to pay 1.4 million in compensation. We can live with that. Our next match is in 3 days. Okay, got Bingerfield. Yes. Rejected all offers. What? Okay, Ed. We need to talk about this, Ed. Ed. What the fuck? Ed. Sell at any price. Please. Good God, Ed. Where's my hang on. Transfers and contracts. Edward. Okay. No. Ed. Fuck off. Get the hell out of here. We'll definitely take that price for 24 mil for Delafeu. I think we could do better than him though. He's not also doesn't have the work rate, does he? Rodriguez. We just haven't got anywhere to fit him in, and 42 million. I'm not going to waste all that money on him. Ager, yes, good. That's who we want. 44 mil, yeah, we're not paying that much. I'd rather have Morelos. So, Rashford, welcome, Ager. Thank you. He is going to be good. Trust me on this. If you have a chance to sign him, because he is quality, and he's quality in that he literally will be world class at all 3 roles. So like he's worth his weight in gold. If you manage to sign this guy, sign him. So he is another part of the jigsaw puzzle that is going to go when I find where he is. There he is. He's injured. What the fuck is he injured? 3 to 10 days. Okay, fine. Yikes. What? He chose Dynamo over us? You absolute joker. Absolute joker. What is that about? Okay. Chose Dynamo over Man Utd. Got myself some like debts to the mafia or something like that. Because that's a weird choice. Mervyn Day, he's okay. But no, have we got anybody actually in the 20s for all these? 2. Remy Stam. And Abel. Oh, he's pretty good. We'll sign him. We got any other goalkeeping coach, please, sir? Yep, thank you. Going to play Hanover. There we go. Okay, right. So, put right back. Lingard there. we'll try Greenwood. Actually, no, we'll try Martial. Bring Greenwood on. Just realised Dallow's now playing right back, which I'm actually fine with. You can go box. We were going to go ball winning, weren't we? It's just a question of who can play DLP. Matic, there you go. There's a bit of a lot left, does it? Because a lot of people are injured. Rojo, I guess, is available technically. Right, yeah, this is how we want to go. Okay. Have a good one. Oh god, they're playing in that awful concrete kit. Man United's away kit is just a joke. Comes Rashford speeding up the left. That's it. Go on, oh, hello Rashford with the goal. Jesse with the assist. Quite often you see those goals just get saved very easily. 1-0 after 2 minutes. That's a good start. First shot on target, first goal. Ooh, unlucky Jesse. Look at Jesse Newgar fighting for his way in. Oh, I thought I was... Hey, Rashford. Second. Could be a good player for us, Rashford, down that left. Ooh, we nearly got a hat-trick inside 16 minutes, you know. Seem to be enjoying this. Oh, Pogba, well done. Look at me on the sidelines there with my stylish white shoes. Here comes Martial, unlucky. The team's been playing very averagely, really, compared to... Get creative, guys. Oh, that's unlucky. That would have been his hat-trick. I think defence has done alright so far. Oh. Yeah, I think the defence has done pretty well so far, actually. Haven't seen them have that much of a sniff. Oh, hello, Lindelof. That's a great tackle. Unlucky to... We're obviously gegenpressing well, although the team are going to be fucked at half-time. They really are. That's what I mean when I say, like, you need to have... I mean, you look at Liverpool, like, they used to be a lot more pressing than they are nowadays, because I think Klopp saw that your team just kind of runs out of juice halfway through the season. Leeds are another example of a very pressing team, very fit team, work very hard, but often run out of gas in the second half of the season. So that's something you've got to think about. You've got to have the players, the rotation available, players who know what they're doing. But so far, doing pretty well. Very pleased. Keep it going, lads. So yeah, that's why I kind of like people in defence who can play different roles. getting those backups for players is very important, because one or two injuries and you can be totally screwed. Players playing right out of position. It's not good for anyone. And you'll see that in a minute with Man United in real life, that Rashford's just out now for a couple of months. And they were playing him a lot because they just didn't have anyone else, and so they were almost playing him to a point whereby they just broke him. They played him so much, and now they haven't got anyone. They're going to have to play Dan James, Marcus Greenwood, and Anthony Martial up front, which, like, none of them are bad players, but for a Man United side, you're thinking that's crazy. They, and it kind of compounds things when it's like they were, I would say, not favourites, but certainly hotly tipped to sign Erling Braut Haaland. And, he goes on and gets hat-trick on his debut. You just think, like, what can you do about things like that, eh? Sure. Twanzibi. Put Jones in there. Might as well put him on for Dallo. Yeah, midfield though, we do not. We need the backup in midfield. I might sign Lucas Torreira just as a backup. I think he would be quite good. At 3 mil, it's cheap, cheerful. The body in there. Play against some of the worst sides. Some of those Europa League games. Because of course Man United are not in the Champions League currently. Here's Greenwood. Oh, and he scores. Good lad. Good hit by Mata. I mean, 3-0 against a decent Hanover side who you would imagine we would win against them is... Oh, that's unlucky. Is, pretty good. Ashley Young there, just completely capitulating. Oh, it's unlucky. Still making good chances all the way at the end. Yep. That's good. Good. Ask him direct. They never recommend signings. You ask them, they never do. Right, so yeah, I wanted to have a look at what is his name? Lucas. Where is he? I'm gonna have to look on here, aren't I? I'm gonna make an inquiry into where is he? Kevin Volland, I'm going to make an inquiry into. Sam. think we would be able to get him. Doo-doo. He's alright, actually. Yeah, he's actually pretty decent, but we're not going to get a work permit for him, are we? Who else going from a Chinese club? What a shock. They buy everyone. Think of my Crystal Palace game, like every player I've ever sold has effectively been I've sold to a Chinese club. They just buy everyone. Andreva will cost us 7 million, but he's 32. Andre Larson. What about I mean, we haven't actually looked up Haaland, have we? Maybe he's not interested in joining us right now. Where is he? He's at the other Leipzig, isn't he? Where is he? He's Norwegian, isn't he? Have we got anybody from Norway? Yes, we have. Erling Haaland. We'll have a look. Oh, he's a pressing forward. Oh, well, this changes it. Oh, okay. Yeah, he might be really good then. Yeah, delighted. Yes, he can eat the cup. Yes, he's a massive boost. Yes, I'm looking to bring more people in. Next question. Yeah, we really need midfielders though. What about yeah, defensive midfielder. What was his name? Toro, wasn't it? Lucas Lieva, he's 32. Yeah, I don't think we're going to sign him. He's listed, I think, isn't he? There he is, Lucas Toro. He's got good stamina and strength and everything. I think he's worth a pump for effectively 3 million. As a backup, as I say. I think he could do a job. We really need central midfielders though, for sure. I would love Decore, but Charles Anguiz. He's decent actually, isn't he? 21 mil though. Not likely to pay 21 mil for a 30-year-old. Thomas Partey. Now there's a very good player. Let's make an inquiry. Let's see how much they want for him. Okay, looks decent enough. He's actually wanted, so who wants him? Oh, China. Make an inquiry. Chowdhury, Danny Olmo. I've signed him before, he's a very good player. Still developing as well, 21. Max Arnold. Box to box with Salah. He looks okay. Work rate's good, but everything else is a bit hit and miss. I like his stamina, his work rate. Bentaleb. Again, good stamina, good work rate. All of these are better than what we've got, so, you know, Zakiri. Yeah. All of these are better than what we got. Without question. Yeah. Bit embarrassing, isn't it? Weston McKinney. I always look at this guy because he just has phenomenal like aggression, bravery. Definitely would be suited to our style. Zobnin. He's decent as well, isn't he? Suet Serdar. There's a lot of midfielders there who are actually pretty decent at probably reasonable prices, depending on what we can get. Let's just try and filter some of the others out. So we got passing, tackling, aggression. Wow. Still a lot of players. Kondogbia, 31 mil. Didn't he play for... No. Oh, that's... can't remember the other guy's name, but played for Stoke. Nzonzi. That's the one. Nzonzi. Oh, Tim Spav. I've signed him many years ago. He's a good player. Cheap and cheerful. Yeah, that's probably about what we're going to find there without really going in deep. Okay. Yeah, I'm very excited about Campos. So, at the minute we've got 4.6 on Crea. Rojo's going out, so we're going to save those wages. Williams is going out, Mousri and Kazawa. So that actually does really help us, I think, at the back. We have Ilsanko as a possibility in midfield, potentially. Play ball winning, can play box to box. It's decent, but I don't think he's good enough. I'd rather sign Toro. I know I can get him, and then we can have a look at maybe Party or Frudo if they're not signed off millions. Morello's 20 mil. I think we do want him. I think he could be really good up front, actually. I think he's going to be a complete arsehole. I love it. Okay, hello, yes. 2.5 mil, abso-bloody-lutely. Ooh, 37? Get the hell out of here. 9th of July. Listen, mate, I'm not going to pay that much. I'll pay 28. Okay. Would I pay 28 for Thomas Partey? I didn't think they'd take 28. Okay. I mean, I could afford it, I guess. He's a decent player. I have signed him before. They want 52 for Volland. That's out of the question, yeah. Even if we get that down, it would be like 35. Frula, they want 29 for. Let's compare him with Thomas Partey. So Partey's got... So physically, Frula's a little bit better. So one's 27, Partey's 26. So pretty similar. He's on a lot less wages, but they're saying he's nowhere near as good. He can play box-to-box or deep lying. Play box-to-box or Segundo Valente. Aerial technique, special vision, speed. I think Partey would be pretty good. So we'll reject Frula. And then, yeah, he's got really good stats. And that's going to improve as well. Central midfielder-wise, I think he could be pretty good. I wonder if we can afford him, though. Let's just work this out. So, potential transfer cost 66 million. So that's with Morelos, Partey, Toro, and then the defenders. 66 million. We currently have 78 million, so we can afford it, yeah. With a little bit left over. So we should probably do that. Okay. That's fine. Oh, we're playing Admiralty next. How exciting. Have we not got the budget for this? Oh. Ah, now this is a problem. That takes that down to 66. But if we get rid of Young, that does get rid of some wages. We get rid of Jones as well. Matic, I want to get rid of. These are big wages. These guys are big wages, so I'll reduce that down to 9. Come on, West Ham. Make a bid. Make a bid. And then let's see if we've got anybody really good in our under 23s who can make a difference. Angel Gomez, potentially. Play inside forward on the left. Might as well move him up. Let's look at current ability. Tahith Chong. Oh, he's an inside forward on the right. Good. Because that's the thing, I don't think I've signed yet inside forward on the right. Which is a little worrying. He's quite good. James Garner. Oh, James Garner's alright actually. Could back up there potentially. Edward Williams. They're going to go out on loan though, so that's fine. That's kind of about it, isn't it? Really? Dembele. So Campos recommends. So what's the auto selected? Anybody they're going to leave out who I might want to take? Fosu. Don't think so. Yeah, that's good enough. A few spaces left if we sign anybody. That's good. Okay. We'll look at those a bit closer to time. How is he lacking potential? Okay. If we wanted to, we could not sign Mouse on the right because we have Diego Dallo. If anything, that if I'm going to cut one, I think it might be him because that's 9 million and that brings it down. Yep, that's fine. I think that makes sense actually. We've got Dallo, he's alright. He'll do as a backup. Send him on an intensive. Right, so Morelos good. Paulson not good. Tovin good. Minamino okay. Berardi's good. Suso good but expensive. This guy's actually pretty good. He's 29. Rather get a few seasons out of someone than like one season. How old's this guy? 23. Ah, he plays centrally though, doesn't he? It's not that useful to me centrally. Kingsley Coman, yeah, that'd be nice. He's pretty good. Thiago Silva, yeah, sure. Nathan, yeah, I'd love Leon Bailey. He is good. This guy's alright. Peter Bokshai. Plays inside right and left wing back. Bizarre combo. Kind of want him though, and he's cheap. Yeah, I would like Chiesa, but he's super expensive. This guy looks good. I'd say it actually looks pretty average. Draxler, Kimpembe, Tweedy, Dele Alli. Yeah, all these guys are really good, but they're not quite going to be useful to me. Yeah. Hopefully some of these will make bids. Hopefully. Ekbali's out for 6 to 7 months. Fossumens is 2 to 4 months. Okay. We offered 975 quid. There you go, I've just signed him. Well done. Okay. See if we can get Morelos. Ghana to Swansea. Do I let him go? Or do... Yeah, I'll let him go because we won't play him that much, I don't think. Rojo definitely can go to Wolves. That frees up 99k on our wage bill. With an 11 million future fee, which I'm totally fine with. Sabitz is not great. Just because Ganoff is good. Yep, we'll take Theo and we'll take Kazawa. What do you mean Ashley Young failed to track offers? I accepted an offer for him. Listen, mate, sell at any price. I want those wages. Lucas Ladero. Ooh. He plays inside forward on the right. Plays Mitzala in midfield. That's a very versatile player. How much are they offering? End of contract. When does the contract run out? We could get him now. 4.7. No. How about 2.5? 4. 2.7. 3.8. 3. 3 plus after 10 games I pay you 500k. Could be interesting. A bit of experience. 60 caps. Very fit. Good work rate. Play in a number of positions. Especially wide right. Okay. Yeah, they seem happy with him. And how's Pogba? Cool. And Kazawa as well. I think he's going to be good. Interesting. Wow, he wants 130k a week. Fine, he must be good, right? Let's sign him. Find out. 3.5 mil. I think that's actually a bargain. If we can get him for that. It's probably what he's going to be getting in China. I like John Soto actually. He's a good player. I just like to scout all these guys, find out what they're like, and then actually kind of make a decision from there rather than going in. Unless you find someone dirt cheap who has a very high kind of like star rating, then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to go for this guy. Okay, delighted with the utmost confidence. Yep. Crea is a great centre back. That's why I've got him. Yep. We've got a lot of French players. So I think that's going to help him fit in. Too worried about Ribeiro there. Not doing. Well, just have interest. What is our... So we've got Admiralty, Singapore, Fenerbahce, Vallecano, Burnley, City, Tottenham, Newcastle. That's not a terrible start. Usually have quite a good record against City, weirdly. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't look good from here. Yeah, why did they say he was good? Cancel that. I don't care how cheap it is. Oh, God. Maybe we're not going to get Morelos. That wouldn't be good. Okay. No, he's not good enough. It's, withdraw. Well done. Greenwood. And criticise Angel. See, I wouldn't mind playing Martial and Greenwood up front. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, would it? I'd probably rather get a really good inside right. But I think Morelos would be really good for us up front, so I'd be quite excited to sign him if we get it. But if we don't get it, I'm not sure there's anyone else I'm going to go for unless something really good comes up. Eric Haaland. Thomas Partey, yeah, he will be good, I think. I think that's a definite sign we've got to make Partey. We've offered a contract to Ladero. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good. Who'd be our number one wide right player? He shares back. Just keep scouting these players. Eventually we'll find one we want. Bruno Fernandes, the legend. The man, the myth, the legend of Bruno Fernandes. He is very good though. How much they want for him? 28 to 40. He would be very good. Stamina, great. Yeah, he's everything we want. So actually, here's a question. Would we rather have him or Morelos? Okay, keeps counting all of them. So they're saying this is up to 52 right now. We have a transfer budget of 55. I want Partey. I want Toro, even though I don't think he's good enough to play every game for us, but I think he'll do well as a backup in midfield, which we don't have a lot of. Ladera seems like a really good signing for a wide right player, like inside forward. I think he could be very good, even though he's a bit older. Then that leaves us Morelos, who we might not get. We might get, we might not get. So if we save 20 million on there, we could potentially make a Bruno Fernandes bid. Where is he? There he is. Let's try and find what sort of money they're after for him. Let's offer 30 with a 25% in XV. Would arrange a friendly. We'll just offer them a shit ton of like installments. Offer them like 2.5 mil for each of these. Minimum league goals, we'll offer them a mil. Per league appearance, we'll offer them 150k. After 10 games, a mil. And they said yes. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, I don't think we can afford this unless we manage to get rid of matter. Like, come on, people. Ashley Young. Sell at any price. Jones. Just get rid of him. That's kind of all anyone's interested in. If we get Bruno Fernandes and Partey, that would be pretty good. But we don't really need him because we have Pogba, to be fair. I'm just going to delay this one, just in case he turns out to be terrible. Oh, great. Are we ever going to play another game? We'll finish this episode after we play the next one. But yeah, interesting. Interesting. Some interesting players. Aha, they made 8 mil. Yes, absolutely accept. Morelos rejected. Okay. He's got a medical, but he can't play. So I have to cancel that. Okay. So that gives us the potential for the money for Bruno Fernandes. Oh god, no, just scout. Oh god, I don't want to attend that game. Oh boy. Okay, so here's the question. That's 54 mil there. Partey, Toro. So yeah, I mean selling Fernandes, Ladero would be good though, wouldn't he? 55, 54. I don't know if we'll be able to afford it without selling someone else as well. Fred, how do you feel about China, buddy? I hear it's lovely this time of year. Absolutely gorgeous. The question is though, if we get Partey, because if I play Azure here, Partey there, Pogba there, where does Fernandes fit into that? I mean, sure, yes, I know I've said we need the rotation, but you know, from a first 11, would we not be better off spending money in other areas than that? That's the question, isn't it? Fred's still on holiday. Matic is under bid, so we'll leave him. Yes, very interesting. Kind of like the idea of Martial playing up front with Greenwood. Then if Rashford does get injured, we can switch them out, put Greenwood up front. There's some options there. Right is not great, but if we do get in this Ladero guy, I think he slots into the right. Let's just have a look at who is currently transfer listed. Specifically, actually, kind of attacking wise. Evra Banega. He's actually really good. But for 15 mil for a 31-year-old is you're only selling to China at those prices, aren't you? Yeah, it's not a huge amount out there, is there, currently? Juventus still trying to offload their guys. Yeah, it's not a huge amount out there. I wonder if we're going to get Ladera though. Oh, bloody hell, he's up quick, isn't he? I think I prefer him to Thomas Partey. He's younger and I think he's just genuinely better. I think we go for him. I think we might not go for Party. Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, we haven't even done that yet anyway, so it doesn't matter. Bruno Fernandes. We've signed the player who Man United can't seem to sign at the minute. One matter's down. Hi. Oh, no, please let me transfer this to you, Matter. Please. I'd love the 21 mil for a 31-year-old. That'd be brilliant. Okay, so that's good. So if we look at this, if we go Fernandes, I'm definitely going to go more attacking like that. So Fernandes, Pogba, Egier, I think that's a very good midfield three. Defence I'm fine with. We now have backup in every area in defence. Don't have a worry there. It's the attacking three who I have a worry with. So Rashford's brilliant on the left. Absolutely don't want to replace him. He's very good. Martial as a backup, brilliant. Martial playing up front, I'm not too keen on. There's no aggression. There's no work rate. Don't think I want him up front. Greenwood's kind of the same, but I think he can progress very well. On the right, we've got Lingard, who actually does work very hard, has got good stamina. But we're kind of getting in Ladera, so I still think we need that pressing forward. I think we drop Party. Then we got, that's 4.4 million just for them, which leaves us with about 15 million left. Ashley Young rejected the contract, I just saw that. So it leaves us with we need a pressing forward. We want him to have aggression, work rate, strength, stamina, all that good stuff. Doesn't need to be listed. Okay. And really I just need somebody for this season, even if I can't afford you know, to get in somebody who's very good, is going to, you know, I need somebody for this season. Yeah, that's not bad actually, is it? Let's make an inquiry there. Andre Pierre Gignac scores a lot of goals. Bergstaller, not good first touch, not good passing. Omanias, no, technique of 7. Good God, man. How do you become a professional footballer playing in the Premier League with a technique of 7? I don't even know. He's pretty good for a young lad. Morelos I really liked, but that's just not going to be an option, is it? Mariano, he's a pressing forward. He's pretty good. Great finishing. What's the chances of loaning him, I wonder? 140k though. We've said this before, haven't we? Fringe player at Real Madrid, 140k. Jesus Christ, give me a job there, please. Karenga. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I like the look of Gignac. Might actually make an offer. It's off from 2 mil. They accepted it. I offered way too high. What? Oh, okay. So because I inquired and they were like, yeah, we want 3.3. I offered 2 before that, and they're like, yeah, okay. Impact sub. Little do you know, Andre Pierre. There's no impact subbing in this game. It's just purely you're playing. He looks. I know he is pretty good, but I'm signing a 33-year-old up front because we haven't got the money to sign anybody else. Still, if I win the league, no one's complaining. The Dero really needs to sign for me. Isn't completely empty. Fernandes is going to be good though, isn't he? Oh, he's going to be good. There's some stats. And at 24, this kid is, 20 goals last season. That's pretty darn good. Oh, fuck off, Pogba. Yeah, good. Get back in your box. Get back in your box, Pogba. Aki, Lucas Leiva. I'm going to have to cancel this match. I don't want to attend this. Oh, dear. Okay, so we won 5-3 against Warren Point, the under-21s. Don't recognise any of these people. Sure, let's offer him out on loan. Okay. They're saying put Rashford up front as a pressing forward. He has got more aggression and work rate than Martial, so that might not be the worst shout in the world. We'll give that a go. Donny van de Beek. Oh, this is for the match I don't want to watch, isn't it? Leave match. Manager Phil Heslop watched precisely 3 minutes of the football game before leaving. Well done, Greenwood. Yeah, he went on to become a beast in my save. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we've scouted him a little bit more. They're saying 68. He is good as a pressing forward, high work rate. I say sign him. I think as a kind of backup, let's get him. You know who's actually available on a free? Ibra. Wonder if that's not a bad shout, you know? All these French players I'm helping Pogba. We're just becoming French FC, aren't we? Search by international caps. Oh, someone must have signed him already. He is on a free though. I'm pretty sure of that. Joe Ledley, we could have signed him midfield. Actually, there could have been worse signings than him, but if there are worse signings, we'll definitely make them, I'm sure. But okay, so Gizniak, let's put him up front. Let's press him forward. I like him. Martial on the bench. McTominay. Let's get rid of Jones. Yes. Okay. It's looking a little bit better, I think, in terms of midfield and how we're doing. I might not play him as a... Okay, he plays his cover. Let's play him as cover then. Can he play stopper? I like to have a stopper and a coverer. That works quite well sometimes. Okay. Let's see how Admiralty, if they can survive the battering of Man United. I think we can safely say there's some interesting signings I've made here. Perhaps not necessarily the... I mean, there's Bruno Fernandes, I guess, who is a marquee signing. We've signed some very good defenders. Quite like. Actually, I'll bring him on at half-time, Crayler. I think he can play in that defensive midfield role. Oh, no, he can't, actually, sorry. I thought he could, which would have been useful. Backup. I think Phil Jones can, actually. Okay, let's batter him. Look at Zizniak. Look at him running. So we want high work rate from the lads. We want them pressing, counter-pressing, counter-attacking, all that malarkey. Oh, what a hit by Pogba. Not even a minute on the clock, and we're 1-0 up. And that's Dallo as well. Yeah, I think it was right not to... Well, obviously it was right not to somehow shoot. I don't think I could afford the 9 million, to be fair. Bruno Fernandes. Oh. Oh, Fernandes with the assist, Lindelof with the goal. 4 minutes. Doing all right. My plan is to just blitz them. I don't even know what country Admiralty are from. Can we actually have a look at them? They're from Singapore. They're semi-professional. Oh my god. This is embarrassing. Why the hell are we playing these guys? I guess it's just fitness, isn't it? Oh my god, Pogba. He's on it. Since I told him to get back in his box, he is right on it. I think if we can get Ladero down the right, I'm pretty happy with... What the hell? What? Ay, ay, ay. There we go. Put a share in there. Bring it back to just defence. What is this Lindelof doing? 13 minutes, 2-0 up, 1 red card. Oh, Zizniak. He's there. He scores. Pogba with a lovely ball through. That's what he's just so good at. Goalkeeper. Let's face it, if we had an actual professional goalkeeper, there's no way that would have gone in. But anyway. I like the idea of Fernandes and Pogba in midfield. That seems a very creative midfield. I mean, to be fair to Man United, oh my god, we conceded to a semi-professional Singapore team. To be fair to Man United in real life, Pogba's just not even been there this season, has he? Like, he's barely played. He's been injured for so long. And any team would miss. You know, that's like Liverpool losing Salah for the entire season. Yeah, sure, they've got other players, but he is, you know, I mean, okay, maybe that's a bad example because Liverpool probably could cope without Salah for one season. But it's like Leicester losing Vardy. It's like, you know, when Man City don't have De Bruyne, they have other great quality replacements, but they still struggle. And I mean, Man United, their sole creativity is really Pogba. So to not have him is crazy. When you think about it, like, Man United are kind of like one signing, I think, away from having a very good midfield, because if they get Pogba back to fitness and they do sign someone like Bruno Fernandes, who they've been heavily linked with for a long time, then you're like, okay, that's something we can build on there. You know, have maybe someone sat behind them in the holding role who, yes, they possibly need someone. McTominay can do a job, but I'm not quite sure he is up to it. Fred has actually looked very good though this season, so I'd probably go Fred. And I mean, we've got Fred to come back as well, so there's good backup there as well for us, I think. Yeah. I love this guy. In my Crystal Palace save, as I say, I'm into my 4th season now, and he's my captain. I play actually with 5 at the back, well, wing backs, quite attacking wing backs, and yeah, he's just phenomenal. He sticks in with a lot of goals. He Rashford leads the team. He's the captain, great leader. Yeah, I have a pretty decent side. The only thing I struggle with in that game is strikers, because even though I've finished in the Champions League like every season, like bizarrely I managed to finish in the first season. I finished 4th, fairly comfortably as well. Like, I was miles away from the winners, but I was comfortably 4th. And then I qualified for the Champions League and actually got out of my group despite having Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain, which was incredible. I actually beat Paris Saint-Germain. I didn't beat Real Madrid at home. I think I managed to get a draw with them in one, and I managed to beat Paris Saint-Germain like the last minute. But I sold Zaha in, I think, my just before my 3rd season, because China came in knocking and offered me like 85 million for him, and I was like, even though I'm getting like 60 million a season to build my squad at Crystal Palace, like the players I need to improve are going to cost 40 to 50 million. So I can sell Zaha and get 2 players in. That makes sense. And he was 28 at the time, so he wasn't really getting any younger, but he was my top goal scorer for the last 2 seasons because I was playing him up front as an attacking forward, and he was actually doing really well. But yeah, I have struggled to replace him. I tried to go kind of a bit cut price with this young Dutch lad who I think he scored 15 goals, but we're kind of well into the second half of the season, which isn't really good enough right now. And I had Ibrahimovic on a free for a long time. Someone is using some sort of power tool somewhere around, so we'll finish this up after this match. Apologies if you can hear it. I did not know what the hell the noise was though. It confused the hell out of me. There's Gizniak with his second. I think he for a 1 season kind of guy, he could actually do a really good job. I think for a couple of million, it's not a bad price, is it really? Sometimes you just need to fill out those roles. Sometimes you need to spend a lot of money on a player like Fernandes. Sometimes you need to fill out roles. That's, you know, and you might be like, okay, well, we'll get this guy now. He'll give me a good season, and then by next season we'll be able to, you know, move on. Okay, let's bring on Greenwood though for him. Let's make these subs, I guess. Bring on Dan James. Let's try Gomez on the left. McTominay, Pereira, Twanzebe, Theo, and who have Shaw or... Okay, Shaw. The only thing I didn't have was a backup right back because Thingy's on holiday right now. Otherwise, though, we replace the entire team. There's United's hat-trick. There he goes. He's a good finisher. I'm hoping he's going to do the role in the past that Ibra's done, or Henrik Larsson. Just been that goal scorer you kind of needed. Perhaps can come off the bench. Perhaps can start, you know, a few games. Maybe get that 10 to 15 goals in a season. Maybe even be that like Ole Gunnar, like impact sub, as his contract kind of says. I'd be quite happy with that. It'd be for 3 mil. You can't really argue. It's Greenwood. Dallo's had 2 assists. Done alright, hasn't he? We're 10-1 up. I mean, they're semi-professional Singapore side. Not really going to read a lot into that, to be honest with you, but it's a good run around for the lads, isn't it? Get creative. Pressured by feedback. Oh, yeah. You're 10-1 up, lads. You don't need any pressure. Lindelof scores, gets sent off within 16 minutes. That's an achievement for a centre-back, isn't it? Yeah, 48 shots, 25 on target. I'm pleased with the result and your performance. Well done, lads. Okay, we're going to finish up there for this episode. It's kind of ridiculous. We've got a couple more friendlies to play, I think, and then we'll actually get into the league and see how we actually do with the squad. Everyone seemed to play very well, apart from Lindelof, who obviously got sent off. But otherwise, I think we did okay there. I have confidence we'll be right. Nope, he'll fit into our play. Massive boost. Yeah. 5.25. He's got the right kind of stuff we need as a pressing forward, you know, so natural fitness isn't great, which means he will be argues with officials. I like it. Bit of a shithouse. I like it. Yeah, which means he will be injured, but that's fine. He won't play every game, you know. Matt is going to go. We're going to get Fred back. So if we just look at our team, I guess, just to have a look and see who we've got. Let's go to team report, actually. It's probably best. Squad depth. So up front, we've got Martial, Rashford, Gignac and Greenwood, who can potentially play there. So that's 4 players. On the left, we've got Rashford, Lingard, Martial and James. On the right, Lingard, James, Mata, Wan-Bissaka. So a bit weak on the right, but we're trying to sign someone for that. Fernandes and Pogba are the 2 main guys. We've got Fred, McTominay in there as well. We won't have Matic. And then probably, I mean, Fred we've got as well as Azure for that role. Fred can play there as deep line playmaker and do a decent enough job, I think. Centre backs, we've got. It's funny, Azure doesn't even figure on there. Actually, that's weird. But left back, so we've got Kazawa and Shaw. I'm trying to get rid of Young. And then we've got Dallo, Wan-Bissaka. We've got Maguire, Lindelof. Hopefully not Jones, but Twanzebe, Azure, and Bally. When he comes back to fitness, we'll have him. So sorry, yeah, Twanzebe, Crea, and Bally. How long has he got? 6 to 7 months. So we'll be lucky if he plays this season, basically. So really, we've got quite a decent squad, I think. We've got a couple of players for every position who are pretty decent, and we've got some star players. Shit, we didn't get him. Okay, so I mean, now we know that the guy we need is... we've got potential coming in of 1.9 million. Well, yeah. We've got 17 million. Do I want to sign Toro? No, I don't think I do. Because I've got Fred and Azure in that role. He's very down the... He's got good potential. He's got potential to be alright. He's brave in his work rate. Very brave. Strong defensive midfielder. His aggression's not great though. Yeah, I don't think we'll sign him. And instead, next time we'll have to look for that that right forward. We know how much money we've got now. We know what we've got to spend. We'll do that. Till next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.